Throughout history, many brilliant minds have faced ridicule or rejection for challenging established beliefs. Groundbreaking scientists and revolutionary philosophers often encountered intense opposition to their ideas. Society's resistance to innovation is a recurring phenomenon, not an accidental occurrence. Challenging conventional wisdom often leads to initial resistance, highlighting the tension between tradition and progress. The pattern of intellectual rejection suggests a deep-seated societal mechanism for maintaining established norms. The mirror effect in psychology explains why intellectual superiority can be perceived as threatening. Unlike physical strength or wealth, which are often admired, superior intellect can trigger feelings of inadequacy. Encountering a deep thinker can confront individuals with their own intellectual limitations. This confrontation with perceived limitations often leads to discomfort and defensiveness. The discomfort arises from the implicit comparison and the awareness of intellectual disparities. Defensiveness manifests as a protective mechanism against feelings of inadequacy. Psychological discomfort can lead to the devaluation of innovative ideas. Society may discredit or ignore individuals who challenge the status quo. Dismissal of brilliant minds occurs not because their ideas lack merit, but due to the discomfort they cause. The discomfort arises from the challenge to established norms and beliefs. Devaluation and dismissal hinder intellectual exploration and progress. Fostering an open and accepting environment is crucial for intellectual advancement. The mindscape represents a vast, open space for intellectual exploration. Profound thinking can lead to a sense of isolation from others. Increased understanding may correlate with perceived distance from collective thought. Intellectual depth can create a feeling of detachment from common perspectives. Throughout history, society has often been wary of individuals who challenge conventional thinking. Deep thinkers are sometimes perceived as threats because they reveal truths that others are unwilling to accept. Hypatia, a philosopher and astronomer, faced societal resistance for her intellectual pursuits. Copernicus's heliocentric model challenged the established geocentric view, leading to initial skepticism. Marie Curie's groundbreaking research in radioactivity was initially met with disbelief and resistance. The resistance to innovative ideas often stems from a reluctance to confront established beliefs. Society often initially rejects unconventional ideas, creating isolation for those who propose them. This rejection can be visualized as a wave crashing against a solitary rock, symbolizing the pressure against nonconformity. Understanding unconventional ideas can lead to isolation from mainstream thought. However, this isolation can also foster profound insight and deeper understanding. Embracing critical thinking, despite potential alienation, is crucial for societal advancement. Societal progress relies on individuals who dare to challenge conventional wisdom and embrace new perspectives. Deep thinking can lead to a sense of separation from others. Exploring complex ideas may create a feeling of loneliness. Intellectual pursuit can create a gap between the individual and the surrounding world. This sense of separation is a common experience throughout history. Throughout history, many brilliant individuals have faced ridicule for challenging established norms. These individuals were not unintelligent. Their groundbreaking ideas often made others uncomfortable. The insights of innovators often acted as a mirror, reflecting truths that many preferred to ignore. Copernicus, for example, faced significant opposition for his heliocentric model of the solar system. Similarly, Alan Turing's contributions to computer science were initially met with societal prejudice and misunderstanding. Philosophers like Arthur Schopenhauer posit that superior intellect can be a burden, not a gift. Exceptional clarity of perception can lead to alienation from the majority's understanding. Divergence in understanding can result from the individual's unique perspective. Superior intellect may isolate its possessor due to the inability to find common ground. The burden of intellect arises from the disconnect between individual insight and collective ignorance. This perspective suggests that advanced cognitive abilities can be a source of suffering. Our minds are wired to resist facts and embrace comfort. So what can we do? We have to become the why machine. It starts with acknowledging our own biases. The first step to breaking free from bad ideas isn't to lecture others, but to question ourselves. We must cultivate a sense of intellectual humility. When we encounter a new idea, especially one that feels intuitively true, we must ask ourselves, why do I believe this? What evidence is this based on? Could I be wrong? This isn't about being indecisive. It's about being mentally agile. The goal isn't to be certain, but to be open. The great thinkers throughout history, from Socrates to Einstein, were defined not by what they knew, but by what they were willing to question. They understood that certainty is a dead end, while doubt is the engine of progress. In a world full of noise and misinformation, the most powerful tool you have isn't your intelligence, it's your discipline. The discipline to pause, to question, to seek out the strongest counterarguments, and to change your mind when the evidence demands it. Because in the end, it's not the one who knows the most who wins. It's the one who is willing to learn the most. So, let me ask you, what is one idea you hold dear that you've never truly questioned? Take a moment to think about it. And then, for the sake of your own intellectual freedom, dare to be the why machine.